People all around the world are excited for the next match that Blue Lock was hosting. Around the world, it seemed the attention had been gathered by many. These egoists seem to have the people, well, on their sides, although two names completely strike through the fog and appear more than most. Isagi and even Kaiser. Two pivotal pieces to their last victory that they did have. Noel Noah then begins to go over the starting 11 for the next match against the Ubers. Gagamaru would be in goal, which makes sense as he's the best person to put there. Although he was supposed to become competing in Blue Lock to become the world's #1 striker. But I guess that completely eliminates him from even making an attempt. He's basically like those who have already been kicked out of Blue Lock. But I digress. Noel Noah continues going through the starting lineup from bottom to top. Each player also has an overall displayed next to them, as this still is a competition, but it also shows how much they've went up since the last match or the last time that we've seen them. We're showing players up until it stops at this position. Now possibly the key to this match. At defensive midfield, Raichi. This caught me off guard, and I feel like it may have for a lot of you as well. But that would only be if this statement was just left at that. But no, there was more reasoning behind it, as is everything for this manga. Throughout each part of their training leading up to this match, time and time again, Raichi proved to be one of the best 1v1 defenders. This match against the Ubers will have a complete twist, and I actually hope to see some defensive highlights from Raichi so that Noel Noah saying this isn't a waste at all. The positions continue to be announced until Isagi will be playing at the right midfield position. To be honest, this shocked me a little bit too, but Isagi wasn't playing the striker position. Although it made more sense the more that I thought about it and went back and read further chapters, as he didn't score the most goals, but him playing on the field affected the game the most, if that does make sense. But his overall stats have also shot up by 6 points, bringing him to an overall of 88. My prediction for this match, well, it makes me think that he'll evolve to one of the highest overalls for this team, if not the highest. For the final two spots, we have Kunigami at the right and Kaiser on the left. Kunigami looks insanely tired and has probably been training up until he has to sleep, especially with Isagi seeking him out. But we still don't know what they did yet, as I don't think we'll see the teamwork that they once had, or even a teamwork close to Isagi with Nagi or Isagi with Bachira. Kunigami here doesn't feel like he wants to work with anyone. He'll steal any goal that he can get his hands on. Our protagonist, though, shouldn't have to worry about this at all. I think he will play to Kunigami's strengths and allow him to run rampant on the pitch. As he is, well, he could possibly pull off what he did in the final moments of their last match, manipulating everyone like pawns on a chessboard. However, this one may prove to be a lot more challenging than the last. The Italian team Ubers is the defensive team, which means it will be a battle of defense, which is also why it makes Raichi the key to their victory, as their master is also some sort of nut strategist, maybe even on the level of someone such as Jinpachi Ego, but maybe lower. Noel specifically speaks to Isagi and Kaiser, knowing one of these two will lead them to victory and become the team's king. Everything for this match relies on their ability to win 1v1s. If just one person messes up here, it can throw the whole team out of rhythm. The team then heads out to greet the Ubers, and we see a lot of familiar faces. As I look across, this team is completely filled with defensive players, with their king Baru being their main force in offense. As we also see that they're running an unusual formation, which will make it even harder for Isagi and the other midfielders to get it across, as they have 5 people sitting in the midfield. Each player greets the German team. A bunch of them seem to be focused on Isagi, which makes sense as he's beat them in many battles before. Baru then states he wishes to devour him in this match, and he can't stop drooling just from the thought of it. As this is where the chapter would end, and it hints to the next one, with chapter 210 being named the Ace Eater. The real problem when facing a defensive team will be their offense. When a team is based mainly on defense, their strongest offensive player will grow at an alarming rate through their constant training, especially if this defense is based on beating others in the offense on 1v1s. We've already seen what Baru can do when he's let out loose on a pitch, which definitely excites me for what's coming next. If you have any theories or idea of how this match may go, leave them in the comments as I probably will read them. Also, subscribe so you can be notified when I do release my review of Chapter 210. Anyway, it's Zero, and I'll catch you all on the next one.